For dessert, we're gonna make a homemade traditional Galaktoboureko. For this, Nicholas is gonna help me with that. So we're gonna get started with making our syrup. Our syrup is 1 cup of water, 2 cups sugar, 1 cinnamon stick. Nicholas, you wanna put that in there? And lemon peel. We're gonna put this right on the stove and let that cook. Once that boils, we'll take it off to let it cool. Next, we're gonna take 6 cups of milk and put that right on the stove to let that warm up. Next, we're gonna get ready for our custard. We're gonna take 6 egg yolks. I'm gonna put this in here. And you wanna whisk these together. Start whisking that, Nicholas. And while he's whisking that, I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract into that. Whisk that in. We're gonna whisk in 1 cup of sugar until that's a nice pale yellow color. Keep whisking it, bud. There you go. So our key to the Greek Galaktoboureko is our fine semolina. So we're gonna whisk in 1 cup of the semolina. Slow, hold on. I've taken 1 cup of our hot milk and I'm gonna slowly whisk this into our mixture. We're gonna add this to our hot milk on the stove so that we can make our custard. We're gonna pour this right into our hot milk and whisk that. So this is gonna become a nice thick consistency. So we're just gonna watch this as we stir this, and you're gonna already feel it becoming a little bit harder to move the whisk, which means it's nice, it's getting nice and thick. Our custard is now ready. Do you see the nice thick consistency? And we're gonna pour that into just a Pyrex pan and stick that in the freezer to get it nice and chilled so we can roll our Galaktoboureko. So our vanilla custard has now cooled, and I'm going to use a number 7 phyllo dough. And in this roll of phyllo, it's 1 pound of phyllo. In this, it has about 20 sheets. We're gonna use 1 sheet per roll. Some people like to make their Galaktoboureko more like a pie, but I'm gonna make it individual rolls. And the reason I'm doing that is because I can just cook as many as I need for my plated meal and stick the other ones in the freezer and just pull them out when I need them. That way it gives me a little batch dessert cooking and I could bring them to people's homes when I'm going over to their house. So we're gonna get started. To make these even, what I'm gonna do is take our custard and actually cut it. So now that it's cooled, I'm gonna cut it in half and cut it into 20 even logs. That way I have 20 even rolls. So this is a great job to have your kids help you with, because the number 7 phyllo dough is actually easier to work with than some of the other thinner pastry dough. So I think I can teach Nicholas how to do this today. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna take 1 sheet of phyllo, and like all of our delicious baking, we always use lots of butter. So we're gonna butter this whole sheet. Fold this in half, like that. Butter it again. And then we're gonna portion out one of our custard logs here. Put this right on the top. And we're just gonna fold a little bit in on either side so that they still stay. We push this down. So it's still a nice long roll. Roll that. And we're gonna butter the top, of course. And that is ready to go in the oven. The great thing about this dessert is you really can make this on any different size that you need. So sometimes when I'm doing, this is more of a plated dessert size, but you can cut the phyllo in half and make them mini, and that's great because then you can make them tiny little bite size, and that's great. So that way if people bring other desserts, everybody gets to try different desserts. I always have to think of my catering brain, so I love to make mini desserts as well.
Yeah, mini.
little more butter. You wanna try to roll that one again? Okay.
Okay.
Good. Good job. Go. So I'm gonna butter the tops of these and bake them in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes or until golden brown. When we take them out of the oven, we're gonna use our cooled syrup, since they'll be nice and hot, and pour the cooled syrup on top of them and ready to serve. Now that our Galaktoboureko are baked and ready, we're gonna pour the cooled syrup right on top and we're gonna plate them. So, a little fun way to plate these, I'm just gonna take one of them and cut it right on a diagonal in half. And I'm gonna plate this right on top of each other in the center of the plate. A little bit more syrup drizzle. I'm gonna garnish it with a little bit of cinnamon, and I made some candied oranges, which I'll put the recipe online for you guys to see, but I've made some candied oranges that I'm gonna garnish as well. Put a little cinnamon.